Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Hello, Alexander's Chattel, Farmer Hen, Fahy, Dan, Geraldine, Mr. Simulate, Liz. Hello, Liz. Hello, Gold Plays as well. So, I'm in a bit of a conundrum. I have a bit of a conundrum. I've got a field over there that's half done. I actually want to finish that in a video, so I might abandon that field for the stream. I actually want to finish that for tomorrow's video, which I've not finished recording yet because I'm useless. But over here, we have definitely a field that needs to be seeded. And, oh yes! Spoiler alert for tomorrow's video. Also, a word of warning. It's kind of hilarious. The IT runner stuff does not like courseplay. At all. Oh, my wheel's doing the stupid thing again, isn't it? Is it being detected? I might have to reboot my damn PC again. This is what happens when I don't actually check. Music's a bit loud, that's easily fixed. Just need to check if my wheel's actually being detected by my PC at all. Cause if it's not, I might need to reboot my PC. For sure, if it's not being detected, which it's not, I'm gonna have to reboot FarmSim. Yeah, that's no input whatsoever. Is this gonna happen again? Am I gonna have to reboot again? For like the second time in 3 streams? There I was thinking it's all gonna go well, I'm early for once. What wheel do I use? A Logitech G27. That's apparently very fussy of late. How long will the stream be? I'll go until 7 o'clock and then I think Landy's streaming. Might be very cheeky on Sunday and extend the stream to like 8 o'clock. Depending on how I'm doing for time. Because Landy doesn't stream on the weekends and Sunday's the day that I have to cook for myself anyway. Hello Duffer. Yeah, the... Unable to detect any game controls. Oh my god, are you doing this nonsense again? Okay, so it's calibrating. It was calibrating and then I touched something and it stopped calibrating and now it's calibrating again. I used my wheel with MR, Dan. And now the stream's buffering. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reboot my PC. Gonna have to reboot. I'll be back in a minute. We are kind of back. I'm still waiting for the wheel to decide if it's working or not, but I figured I'd go live. If the wheel doesn't want to work, I'll just unplug it completely and make do with that. But we should hopefully be, as Logitech Profiler decides... No, Logitech Profiler is just not working. Come on, Logitech Profiler. I don't even have the game open because I'm not sure if the wheel's going to work. L. Logitech Profiler, please. Actually work. Yeah, get some more. I will get some work done. It's just that the wheel needs to kind of work. Come on. I don't have Left 4 Dead. Come on. Don't crash again. One of those days. Thought I was doing really well, and then the wheel decided no. Nope. Not gonna do what you think I want to do. There we go. It's detected the wheel this time. Let's get Farm Sim running. Is that a record? No, the record is 30 seconds. GD. Hello, Tommy. My record for breaking things is about 30 seconds. Which kind of gives you an idea of how much I can break things. Okay, what's happening right now is I'm reopening the game, so it should be back up in a minute. Or the stream will be back together, mostly in a minute. That's kind of annoying that happened, and for some reason... Why is the profiler... Oh, it's doing the game will eventually open. It's on that annoying first load thing where it takes 17 hours. Hello, Calamate50. Ah, I heard the game blip. Okay, let's get the West Coast open. And I just want just out of curiosity, is there any new MR XMLs available? No! That's kind of good, I guess. Let's get that open, let's get that open, and down over here. Let's put that there. Game's still loading in. This is the nonsense I have to put up with every day. Like, once a day I've got to put up with this kind of loading speed, assuming I don't have to reboot my PC. Still loading in. Still loading. Still loading. Hello, Kirk. Welcome back, Lewis. You didn't miss much. There we go. And now for some reason my chat's decided to be a derp. Hello, Venus. Yeah, my browser chat's just not... Come on. There we go. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Just gonna use the keyboard to move the trailer. Do I need to refuel this? We're using 60 litres an hour. I got 200 litres of fuel. We should be good to go for a little while longer with this fuel load. Hello, Linus. Karma for saying no to tea. Possibly. Right, I can just leave that there, and I want to now swap onto the wheel. Seamless transition, maybe, but I forgot this thing doesn't turn as well as it does in the base game. Where did I put the thing what I want? Oh, it's still over in the field because I didn't save the game. Hello, Moogie. I'm just gonna cut across this field at high speed because nah. Yeah, seamless transition straight into a crash. GG, Dave. GG. So, one thing I should say is that I have activated a mod that's going to make things just the tiniest bit more difficult. And that is that I have activated the BJ extension mod, which means I now need to gather up roughly about 240,000 euro in game. For some reason my currency is defaulted to euro again. Interesting. I'm sure I set it as pounds, but I need to gather up 240,000 euro to get the BGA running again. Because I've activated BGA extension, which disables the BGA until you actually manually activate it. Which is going to make things probably quite interesting. It's also going to reduce drastically the amount that I can feed into it at any given time. So, yeah, there's going to be some fun there. 60 watching? Already? Wow. What do I want to seed? I want to see... Let's get some barley down. Multiplayer? No. More since the last stream you were in... It's... I'm enjoying how quickly people are coming in now. Tidy up. Later clog vlogs. I have work to do. Also, my farm is in a state of organised chaos. Hello, JJ Pat. I like my farm being in a state of organised chaos. Because I know where everything is, mostly. It's just a case of it looks absolutely chaotic to everybody else. What I do want to get, maybe not today, but sometime soon, is... and I'll tell you what, Clog, for Friday's video I will do a yard tidying episode, because last time it took me like an hour to get everything tidied up. So let's just say I've intentionally made this mess so that I can do a yard cleaning episode. Also, I mean, you might notice there's actually some sort of sections. I mean, over here's the grass, or the silage section. There's the slurry section, there's the mower section, there's the small baler section, there's the combine section over there, and the header section over there. The tedder section's off in the distance as well. Yeah, a lot of British farms just have a... Like, this meadow in real life would probably be full of random equipment. Keep it tidy this time. To be fair, I might as well just decide to use this meadow or place as a storage yard and come in with a maybe a profile hopper, but that'd be a bit silly. Some sort of mower that I can mulch with. And okay, let's get the difflux on. Fast Track was not happy about trying that in just 4-wheel drive. This is the 8000, isn't it? This thing should have more than enough power to seed. Profile hopper, motto, Vizzini, yes. I already have a profile hopper though, so I don't see the point in getting a different profile hopper to do the same jobs. That's the way I view it. Put some sheds up in that meadow. No! I'm not wasting a perfectly good grass field for sheds. And I'm gonna revert to reality here. In reality, there wouldn't be sheds in that yard. That'd just have equipment sat out in it during the summer months. Yes, it'll go into sheds probably for the winter, but for the most part it would just be full of equipment. There wouldn't be any sheds. Even in the UK, even in Wales, even in Ireland. The amount of fields that I've seen that just have equipment scattered around them in real life is hilarious. And the fact that so many people think that, oh, every storage area has to be sheds in farm sim, that's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's much to my amusement. is the people who insist on realism ask for the most unrealistic things. Do I normally stream at 60 FPS? I'm not. I shouldn't be streaming at 60. When's the texture change on the map being released? We're doing some testing right now on behalf of Bill, and thank you JJ Pat and Lewis for backing me up. So, the texture update, the update to the West Coast. Landy and myself, and oh no, Landy's not on the update, Sim is, and he was convinced that he'd derped something up, but then he realised that no, there was a problem with the... I need to change the render distance for the crops, because that looks silly. I think I've got the render distance set a bit low. The update, I think Bill's planning on uploading it sometime this week, if not next week. We're just kind of making sure there's no bugs that aren't farm sim, doing farm sim things. There's one minor issue that he is aware of that I managed to find live on stream, because I always seem to find issues live on stream. If you're a modder and you want your stuff broken live, feel free to send me your stuff. Sometimes I'll try and gloss over it, but sometimes I'll just say, well, that's broken. Hello, Jack. And if you're offended, by the way, by the field full of random equipment, tough luck. That's how I genuinely enjoy keeping the yard. So fixing the FPS as well. Yes, this is a very... It's about as optimized as he can get it. Oh, I forgot that was it. The weeder's there for a good reason, and it's that I accidentally bonked it yesterday while setting up to record. It just kind of toddled off across the field. So yeah, something I discovered is that in MR that the weeder is a bit hilarious. It kind of gets into a mood where it just runs off. The field's only half cultivated. It's fine. This is a no-till seeder. It'll be fine. It'll seed up straight over everything. It'll be perfect. See, look. Cultivator problem solved. Problem is that I've got too much kit. The problem is that everybody wants a bit of everything. This is autosave, by the way. The problem is that everybody wants a bit of everything, so I've got to have a bit of everything. One thing that I do need to do, actually, is... Hey guys, I've successfully... Pew! Yeah, the IT runner's hilarious. It's fast becoming my favourite joke mod, because it's not supposed to be a joke, but as soon as I teleport it just pings things. Hello, Stu. One thing I do need to do is actually get some manure from the cows and the pigs and bring it over to the BGA, because I want to dose it up with manure to get a manure bonus so that I can get extra money out of the BGA and extra digestate, which I've been using as slurry, which is really good because it's free fertilizer. Actually, fertilizer that I've been paid for. Yes, I'm one of these people who min-maxes the game that badly. Although I do plan on getting a sprayer as well soon. Well, a new sprayer. I want to replace the one that I've got with the horse sprayer from the horse pack. Anyone know where you can get MR mods? Yes, there's a website you can go to. Who would have the link? First off, Farmer Jerry, do you have the... what's it called? Yeah, Lewis, please. If you've got the more realistic XML databank mod, or that zip file, that's very important for getting mods into MR. Then you go to the website Lewis just linked. That is going to be the XML database. You can download the XMLs from there. Make sure you have the correct version of the mod. So under the XML download button, there's going to be a link. Follow that link, make sure your mod is the same version as that, and it'll work perfectly, and you can get your MR mods in. Now I got a couple that you can't get off the website because Sirius is amazing and has written up a couple of custom ones for myself and Landy. I think he might be working on another one at the moment. Lou, is that Flatlander's tutorial? Because that is the absolute best tutorial. I've not watched it, but I know it's the best tutorial on YouTube. It's the one that I will recommend. Hello, Fabio. How do I do? I do well. How do you do? Flatlander / the Sim Station. He is the MR expert, or one of them on YouTube. Also, Disco, also known as David Oldfield, is very, very good. He probably has a couple of tutorials on how to get stuff into MR. I don't know. I'll be probably checking out his channel because I find his tutorials are fairly easy to follow. Flatlanders I'll be eventually watching once I've got 20 minutes to myself, where I don't want to play Fallout or Formula 1. Because I do want to get another couple of things into the more realistic mod, including buggeration, what? Oh, the Abbey muck spreader. That's gonna be like #1 priority for me, is getting that Abbey muck spreader into MR. Hello, Roblox Gamer. Disco doesn't have any yet. Thank you, Fahy. Kind of surprised he doesn't. He usually makes the tutorials. What time am I ending? Are you that eager to go already, Clog Blogs? I'll be ending at about 7 o'clock. So there's another hour and a half yet in the stream. As I completely whiff that and make a mess. Kerbo's done a video as well. Has he? I don't know of Kerbo, I know of Flatlander. Flatlander I would recommend a bit more just because I know the name. Did I see the new tip jersey? I did not. I have not been following any news of late. I've been horrific in all senses of the word. Like, I didn't get to sleep until about 8 o'clock this morning. After 8 o'clock. And I woke up at like 2:30. So my sleeping pattern is completely foobar. I might need to just do something about it over the weekend and see if I can fix it to the point where it's actually usable again. Did I update my MR now? Everything that is MR has it written underneath the store picture, does it? Because I downloaded the version that came out a day or two ago. Oh! That's really helpful, actually. The 8 hours not MR for some reason. I'll need to figure out that. That's really helpful. I like that, I have to admit. Oh, the lilies are MR! Your name was JJ Pat, but you changed it and it didn't come up. I don't know why it didn't come up. Well, that's answered my question, because I was wondering if the lilies were MR. That's really actually quite helpful for figuring stuff out. Also, I need to downsize my mod folder significantly. Or I want to, at least. To get rid of a lot of the non-MR stuff from it. I also need to at some point start the save game I'm gonna need for an upcoming series. So I want to start it in a bit of an odd place. Which is going to require me to do quite a lot of off-camera work before I even start. Hello, I like ducks. I like that change Durrell made to MR. That's gonna make life a lot easier for myself and Landy figuring out what is and what isn't MR. Because up until like that change, we've had to rely on our memory to think, okay, did I MRify this or did I not? And also the 8R not being MR means I've screwed something up somewhere. Actually, I didn't. Simulate! Simulate! Might be something I've done actually, I might be using the wrong version of the 8R. But it should be MR and it's not. And I know Sim tweaked the XML and it's not worked correctly somehow. There's an update to Project Cars today. RIP! No Project Cars for you, Faye. The 8R isn't working for me, Sim. It's not MR. I'm blaming you. There is an XML for the 8R, but it's broken. Sim tried to fix it and apparently he just didn't. Either that or my version of the 8R is the wrong one. Which, you know, that's fine. I can get the 7R and would be just as happy. Because I do plan on works fine. Yep, then I've got the wrong version of the 8R. That's perfectly fine. Is Landy streaming today? Yes! It is a day of the week ending in the letter Y. It is not Monday, and he is in the UK. So he'll be streaming today, and tomorrow. Thursday is the day that he's not sure about, and Friday almost certainly not. Saturday and Sunday he'll be in Canada, and he doesn't stream on the weekends when he's in Canada. So he won't be streaming Saturday or Sunday, so I might extend my Sunday stream a bit. Just to be a cheeky git. But if you are enjoying the stream, guys, feel free to hit the like button. Last I heard we had 30 likes. Let's see if we can hit 50 before an hour in. Yeah, no, it's just a case of I've got the wrong version of the 8R clearly, and I'm gonna have to finagle my way around uploading their nonsense. Oh yeah, just fine. That's gonna be solved in like an hour because I've loaded. There we go. So the plan for today is there is no plan. If anybody's wondering, I have 0 plans. I might go up to the cows and sort them out 100% for food because I haven't fed them in a little while. Might do the same with the pigs. Hello, Zach. I downloaded the fix and put it in the database. I think it's the version of the 8R that I have is wrong. So I might go sort out the cows for food because I think they're starting to run low potentially. It's been a while since I fed. Oh yeah, pigs are running low. Cows are mostly okay. Like grass, silage, and power food is fine. They need some straw, so I can give them that. The sheep are just not complaining ever. So the pigs are a bit of a concern. I do need to clean out the cows and definitely the sheep. Alright, I am good. Yeah, Aaron, I think I've got a different download for some reason of the 8R. It's not a big deal, I can just update and swap it out and be all happy and wonderful. And nobody will be any the wiser. I'm kind of surprised that the MR works on the lilies. Because I've got a different version to the one that the MR was written for, which might be problematic. I might tweak the MR script or MR XML that I have just to make sure that there's not going to be any weird conflicts. Your day was bad because you had school. You'd love to see a map on the Dowland map. I'll have a look at the Dowland map. I'm not really looking for a new map at the moment. That's the thing, is The next few series I have planned, next few Let's Plays, I actually have the maps planned out in advance. And I'm effectively just kind of... Like, the next two for sure, I already know what maps I'm on. One, I'm waiting for something else. The other, I'm waiting on the map. To be released. And yeah, actually the one after that as well, I'm waiting on the map. The one after that, I need to put in a lot of work for. But I've got 4 full series kind of in my head, or at least like 4 maps planned for Let's Plays. And it's literally just a case of waiting for various things. And 41 likes. Awesome. See if we can get up to 50 as quickly as possible. We've got 62 people here. If everybody liked it right now, we'd be on 62 likes. Nathan Stangle, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Matters. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm waiting for the new Kendall. Oh yeah, I'm waiting on version 572.5 of Kendall. One map's Oakfield, the other one... Oh, come on, Lewis. Ventonwin. Ventonwin for sure. I am 110% doing Ventonwin. As for the other 2 series, they are going to be kept somewhat secret. Because one of them, I'm taking an idea from Landy and putting my own spin on it. The other one I am definitely keeping a secret. Yeah. But Lewis, the thing is that that's going to help Ventonwin in a way. I prefer if he got all the converts out of the way first, but I can understand why he's going on to the new one. I always seem to be the first person that pronounces names correctly. I don't know if people are lying to me or if that's actually true. Is multi-terrain angle working? Do I know what's happened today? So, Tom's probably given up on it, to be honest. I don't know why people keep asking when the answer is usually Tom's given up on it, because I think the reasoning is somebody put a really, really terrible dodgy convert out and he just gave up. You get everything from Spangle to Strangle. Whatever you do, don't sub to Landy because he's gonna butcher your name so horrifically. Hello, Dusty Dave. We're just talking about you. Hello, Via. We were just talking about how you've been slacking hardcore on Ventonwin. Hello, doll. Yeah, if I'm gonna say no, just because, hahaha, that would be just your luck. Your ears are burning. We were talking about how bad you are for slacking on Ventonwin. You played on the convert. Yeah, that's probably the reason there is no Knaves was because somebody's already converted it and Tom just kind of gave up, which I wouldn't blame him for. Dave, I think I can beg to differ because nobody slacks quite like I do. Because I didn't get out of bed until 7 o'clock yesterday evening. Despite the fact that I woke up at noon. Or 10 o'clock in the morning, I can't remember which. But I just... The last couple of days I've been... like waking up early and then just continuously falling asleep. The new legit Nazo has changed so much. What, you mean the version he sent you 6 months ago and... Because, like, the last time I heard about Nave as well, legit from Tom, was about 6 months ago. When he sent you and the other person the map. Now, unless there's been an update since then, that's all I know. But then again, he might start working on it again because it's the winter. Very difficult to know, because he does work on a farm and whatnot in real life. But he might have exams coming up, so there's like a million reasons why he might not work on Naves with again. We are... Yeah, I love how slow seed usage is in MR. This is like realistic. You wouldn't be going to refill 2 or 3 times doing a single field like you would in
Hello, Dave.
base game.
Dave there.
Mohammed Ahmed, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I believe they both did VF. Hello, 123 JCB and Tom Thumb. I think they both did first looks. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sim. Then again, Sim can't remember what video he did yesterday, so I don't know if he actually can remember. What I might do, and it is tempting, is I might want to be more realistic and go straight across the field, but this is the way I'm doing it, so na. What I might do is I might buy a corn seeder. You see, I was trying to conspicuously avoid mentioning his name so the chat wouldn't go mental, but thank you, Sam. You chunks taken out of your arm. How did that happen, Thomas? How exactly did this happen?
Hello, Dave. That Dave there.
Hello, Hilly41 Hill. That's the name that I don't believe is going to say subscribe for long. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. And don't take it personally if you are a real person. Just I have suspicions over certain names sometimes. Hello, Bullet Bill fan. Autosave. There we go. If you see the game hang up for a minute like that, it's an autosave happening. That is because I've been crashing the game a lot recently from some experimentation with things that I maybe shouldn't have been experimenting with, and I just don't want to lose too much work when I do crash the game. Someone clawed you. Ooh, not fun. Not fun at all. Hello, Witchy. How are you doing? Your last name, okay. Like I said, sometimes I just get feelings about certain names that appear that they don't look too legit. Especially ones with numbers in the middle. Always catch my suspicion. You've turned autosave off, it's been annoying you lately. It annoys me, always does, always will, but it's a lot safer than, let's say, having 2 hours of work suddenly go down the crapper because you've done something stupid and the game's crashed. Which is what happened on Saturday. I had an hour's work just go down the crapper because I did something incredibly stupid and crashed the game. So almost at the sub goal. I wonder, can we hit 7,000 this week? That'd be extremely unlikely, but awesome at the same time. Can we hit 7,000 before December? Because like we got 3 days to do it, and 80 subs to go. I don't think that's even possible. There is that. And when I start experimenting with Courseplay, it means that I'm going to need autosave because my Courseplay experimentation goes a bit extreme. For example, crashing the game 3 times last night just to make sure. I'm not even kidding. I crashed the game 3 times. Twice by accident, once intentionally, just to make sure something was actually causing it. And as it turns out, it was the IT runner with the silage container on the back. That doesn't like Courseplay, as it turns out. It would make my Christmas. Yes, it would actually. It'd make my it'd definitely put me into a good mood coming up to Christmas. And just as a reminder, I'm not streaming probably Christmas Eve. I'm not gonna guarantee that, but probably no stream Christmas Eve. Definitely no stream Christmas Day or Boxing Day / St. Stephen's Day, whichever one you prefer to celebrate as the "oh god, I'm fat, I need a day to rest" day. Same probably New Year's Day, but I will try and stream sometime in the middle to round out 2017 in style. How do you zoom in developer mode? You gotta fiddle the FOV settings. Can I use the head tracking camera as a face cam as well? Not really, Sim, because it's all you'd see is black. Like, it would just be a black camera, but I guess I could. Hello, Jack Han. Every time I say the word Jack Han, I always try and in my head follow it up with Hagar. What about the 8 days of Hanukkah? I don't even know when Hanukkah is.
Hello, Dave.
I barely know when Christmas is. Oh, good lord. I'm just gonna say, Ferenc, thank you very much for subscribing, because I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that name. What? Farm Sim randomly tabbed me out. Interesting. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. What version of MR am I using? The version that was uploaded... I think I updated last night or the night before. So much to do. Well, stop slacking, Dave. Get on it. I don't know why FarmSim just randomly tapped me out. Only 27 days till Christmas. That doesn't sound right. I thought it was 28, 29.
Hello, Dave. Fat Dave.
Melissa Eatman. That's not a name that's suspicious. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm gonna keep the sub go at 6920 because I don't trust YouTube to not derp. And I don't trust people to legitimately subscribe, as mean as that sounds. Hello, Latvian! There we go. Why am I doing this all one hand? Oh yeah, because I'm keeping my other hand warm. I might just reach over and grab the gloves off my bed. Because it is rather cold and I don't like it. Hope Black Sheep bring out their excavator soon. I'm not overly like excited about it. Plankton8606, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Hello, Michael. I'm not overly excited for the excavator anymore. I mean, it's probably going to be a while before there's an MR XML for it. It's not going to work all too well. Hello, Mate and Sam as well. Like, I'm more interested in stuff that is MR at the moment, so I get a lot more excited about, we'll say, new MR XML coming out for something like the Chrome that I've got over in Field 17. The Chrome that came out the other day, there's already an XML for that, so that's MR. Hello, Bill. Wear gloves indoors. Dan, if I don't wear gloves, my hands go blue. And they're fingerless gloves. Did I see the update in the messages today? I did not. I have been lazy today. Put it that way. Not done much. And I need to try and catch up with everything I need to do quite drastically after the stream. I'm going to play Black Sheep's new map. No, it's not something that really interests me. I'll be honest. I like that Black Sheep has his own style, you know, I'm not going to knock that, but I don't like the style he has. It's very, very boring and overly console friendly. Like it's something that doesn't interest me at all, because the just strikes me personally as a bit uninspired. For me using wheel, I do as well. I've been using the keyboard just because it's easier, but the wheel for MR is definitely the better way to play it. Clog, do you think Bill actually knows what mods come out when? Because the only person who actually knows is somewhere in Giants. And even then they barely know. You know... Hello, Philip. Black Sheep copy Catch 2018 with the Malaga truck parts. Lift I don't think they're copying them, I just think that... How do I put this in a nice way? Black Sheep have gone for quantity of mods over quality of mods. Like, if we'll say Black Sheep came out with a mod the same day... I'm trying to think of a good mod team that I would trust 100%, or mostly. Let's say FSI team, I don't trust them a whole lot, but let's say they brought out a similar mod, both brought out trucks the same day. I'd go with the FSI one, even though, going off their history with mods, the FSI team truck would probably be an absolute nightmare of optimization. I'm sorry, Boo. Because FSI team, they've not done a whole lot to encourage trust in them. What I'm going to do after seeding, your guess is as good as mine, Clog, because I don't have a plan. And if you think I do, then you are sadly mistaken, my friend. I'll look at the map and see what needs to be done after seeding. There's autosave. I might have a look into cultivators and a corn seeder. Do I think MR is a game changer? I don't think MR is a game changer at all. I know it is. If you're getting bored of Farm Sim, get MR. Especially if, well, I guess only if you're on PC. If you're getting bored of Farm Sim and you're on PC, get MR. You won't regret it, and you will not you will not look back. So again with the random tap out. That's confusing and mildly concerning. You like CD models mods? Yeah, Brian does some amazing stuff. Like I'm not even gonna. I should have said him, yeah. Then again, I go with Brian over most modders if they brought out like similar things at the same time. MR isn't compatible with all mods, though, is it? Not at the moment, but you can write up an XML for it. You can design an MR XML. Harry, that's not the way that he wants to run Black Sheep. I don't agree with his way of modding, because, being blunt, he is literally doing it for the money. He's decided that's his job now, and that's an incredibly silly idea, because he's depending on Giants deciding to not in 20 minutes time decide, oh, we're not going to pay modders anymore. But there is an XML data bank website that you can go to download stuff. You trust CD and ARM Team? ARM Team, not so much. Their texture work is... Their textures leave a lot to be desired. Because everything they've done for FS17 has been a convert from FS11 or FS13, occasionally FS15, and they've done nothing to update them. They've just kind of shoehorned them into FS17, and that's it. There's no texture updates, so the likes of the Merlot look horrifically out of date. The John Deere, what was it, 1630 they brought out? That looks just atrocious. Most of their balers look bad. The Hestons are probably kind of acceptable. I only really use them because Hestons. Yeah, I need to fix some stuff after the stream, mainly clip distances, because that's wrong. I've got clip distances set wrong. My options that I can't fix while I'm in game. Am I to take that to mean Wolfie is a part of Vertex Design? Need to retexture the Merlot. Good luck with that, VF, because you're not going to be able to. I tried to reskin the Welger that they have. There is no reskinning that Welger without exporting the model itself and starting from scratch. Yeah, but VF, you're gonna literally have to start from scratch with that mod. Because I've looked at ARM Team's textures. Number one, their organization is close on zero with where the textures actually are. Number two, all the textures are just photographs of the tractor, or the vehicle, or the piece of equipment. It's really, really bad. Which, you know, that was all fine in FS13. I'm not knocking the way they did it back in FS13. But FS17, they've not upped their game at all. They've kind of not moved forwards at all. And they've gone from being a really, really, really good mod team to being a... they've got another mod out, oh well. What version of MR am I using? Oh, Buggeration if I know the number. 104 something, I think. The version that was released on the 20... What date is it today? 24th, I think? Maybe? I haven't checked the Google Drive in a couple of days though. Dwelling Grassmen! I'm not overly gone on them, to be honest, but I don't particularly care one way or the other. Do I have any fields that need fertilizing? Field 16 and 17 could do with some work. So could field 9. Field 9 I'm going to have to wait for. Kind of surprised 17 is not being ranked as fertilized, but okay. 16 I can do some fertilizing work on. So what we'll do is we will hope that I've not just broken that. I haven't. Hello, Glengar. Yes, I have sorted the settings at long last. After days of me forgetting, I have sorted them. I think I did that last night, because I was checking... I can't remember if I was checking something, or just double checking something, or looking for something. Forbidden Mods is a website. It's not a mod team from what I understand. So it's like a group of people that are randomly doing things to mods at random. Do you know what? I want to check something here. Number one, do I have horse pack installed? And the easiest way is going to go to sprayers. I do. Well, that has... Yeah. Let's just sort some stuff. Because number one, I think I've got the Crone bought, which I shouldn't have, so we'll just get rid of that. Get rid of this. We'll also get rid of the Coon sprayer, because I want to replace it with the horse sprayer, which is probably going to be just as good a fit on a UK map. Where's the horse sprayer? I also need to move the 7810 at some point. There we go. So this is MR spec as well, and good lord, this is big. Can this hunker down or something? I heard something about it being able to hunker... I'm not going to do it right now, but... This just about fits for the UK. Just. Oh yeah, I've got traffic turned off. Because I was using Courseplay. I don't trust Courseplay and traffic at the same time, so I usually turn traffic off if I'm using Courseplay. Sin-A-10's in the middle of the road. No, that's the Fend. Horses MR now, yes. Which is absolutely fantabulous. Because it means I can use this sprayer in MR spec and be happy and delighted. It's a bit big. I would say it's about the right size for a self-propelled sprayer, to be quite honest. The wheels extend when it unfolds. Ah! So it does kind of hunker down. This is just kind of a transport position that's a bit high. Hello, Ty. So you're late, you're milking cows? That's perfectly fine. We're on 54 likes. Come on, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. What does MR mean? MR means more realistic. It means that it has some coding in it and some stuff in it that makes it work like the real machine would, roughly. This thing's four-wheel steer. Interesting design choice there by Horse. Have I tried out the Massey sprayer that came with Platinum yet? No, because it's not MR spec. Plus, it looks kind of silly compared to this thing. So, oops, I've still got creative money on. Hello, Kane. So we'll go down into field 16 and 17 and fertilize them up. 16 is the one that still needs to be... we'll go down to field 17 because that actually... 16 actually still needs to be cultivated and stuff. So we'll do field 17, then we'll go to the cows and the pigs and sheep and sort them out for food and whatnot. What job would I like other than YouTube? One that actually pays money would be nice. Somebody's made a tractor out of the Master Sprayer. I heard that and I don't understand why. Yeah, this horse sprayer... Honestly, if you're getting... If for some reason you had to choose between the horse pack and Platinum, I would say get the horse pack. Be honest. Still looking for a job? Yep, I'll be looking until I find one. Because YouTube's pretty much left me with no choice. I've got to look for a way to make... Ah! That's really cool. The animations on this are a tad slow, mind you, for something unfolding, but okay. Past the sub-goal. I'm aware of this, Eddie. I'm intentionally leaving the sub-goal where it is, because people have been unsubscribing. So let's get this sprayed up. You can see we're going at 18, 19 kilometers an hour, which 25. That's a bit fast, isn't it? Have I used the Star Sprayer? I have not, for the same reason I've not used the Massey. The horse one just fits better on the UK maps, and this is even the first time I'm using this. Tend not to use self-propelled sprayers all that much. Hello to Farmer Jerry's daughters, Leah and Sarah. Hello, and I. Somebody's making a cab version of Platinum Massey. Well, as long as they don't use the model out of Platinum, they can release it. If they do use the model out of Platinum, then Giant's legal team will be on them like flies on not very nice things. I have to say, this sprayer's a nice width as well. This is the first time I've used this, and yeah, I can see why Landy's been recommending it to me so much. Where did modding ever go to? I think they've pretty much quit, to be honest, Cormac. They had one of the members who's a brother of, like, their brother passed away, and he was one of the key members of the team, and I think they just kind of lost all passion for Farm Sim because it reminds them of him and kind of upsets them, and I wouldn't blame them if that was true. Peter J's out of his own now doing Converts of NI stuff, but apparently only the stuff that he made the models for originally. Fabio, I can't change my side chat. That's literally as fast as it goes. Like, as fast as it appears on my screen, it's there. Yeah, I thought NI was part of NI modding. It's just he's a Northern Irish person who likes the T6 160 and gaming. And hey, look, we're down to the sub goal again, and I've got stuck in a tree. Come on, get out of the tree. No, get out of the tree completely. It's not that much of a delay in the chat. Exactly. Like, I'm trying to read all that I can, and it is difficult when I'm also trying to play the game and talk about other things that I'd like to talk about. So sometimes I'll miss messages and questions. How happy would I be if somebody made an MR135? Well, once Peter releases his own 135, I will 110% be looking up actual information on the 135. And checking and making up an XML. That's going to be the point where I 110% learn how to make an MR XML, because I want me an MR135. You wouldn't be able to do anything, but I'd like it. Hello, Sam Boyd. Boom. Perfectly sprayed. Flawless. And very little spray actually used. We've only used a quarter tank. Peter J is making 135 to go alongside the 240 NI. FS17 needs a 390T. Didn't Black Sheep make one? Glengar, are you trying to get yourself banned again? Like Jake Paul hit 10 million twice, I've hit sub goal twice. I hit 1,000 like 17 times, it was amazing. How's Mamat doing? I've not been working on it lately. Primarily out of laziness, well, partially out of laziness, partially because I just haven't felt like doing too much GE work of late. I might try and get some work done on it tonight while I'm rendering. Something seems off about the FOV all of a sudden. Let's get... This is going to be really convenient. Let's get the deer up to the slacking. Yeah! Hello, drum lover. You're not late. Those massies are going to be delicious. Let's get the 78 down towards the shop. And we'll pick up down there the feed mixer for the cows. I'll probably need to do a few trips over and back to the shop with yeah, I'll need to do a couple of trips with definitely the trailer and the Fent, because I need to get pig food. You just put the MR file into your mods. For the mod itself, yes. For the XMLs, it gets a bit more complicated. Yeah, he does, NI. He's got pictures on Facebook. Can I do Let's Play like Nuston Farm in 15? Maybe, maybe not. Oh yeah, I need to go to the shop first. Yeah, CD's got a kind of an insane brain going on at the moment. He's bringing mods out in bulk like Black Sheep, but they're all actually all coming out in quality form. Like, it's kind of insane that he's got quantity and quality going on all at once. And even then, everything's coming out pretty much console spec as well. There we go. Let's grab the feed mixer. I know that I don't actually need to feed the cows mixed rations, but it makes sense that if I'm going up there, I might as well bring the feed mixer up with me.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
Mackenzie Clues, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Meadows. Hope you enjoy your stay. So let's get this brought up to the cow yard. Just because, oh my god, the ladder. And then we can, hopefully, fingers
Hello,
crossed,
Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
sort out, the straw situation while we're up there. Duct Tape DJ, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the RainbowDave Meadows. Hope you enjoy your stay. Trader Bales, very well stacked in the last video. You see, I needed to prove to you guys that I can actually drive well when I want to.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave's there.
And Knocketh, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I wonder how many of those three will actually continue. I got autosave working. Yeah, I've enabled it because I don't trust Farm Sim anymore. Fair enough, Stu. Enjoy the rest of your day. Gonna be taking a right turn up here towards the cows. Hello, Shanna. And I'm not entirely sure how, but that was held for review, Robert. I think it might have been the comma. Faye, you know I can drive well when I want to. You've seen me with the, you've seen me actually playing properly at MP when we were off camera. Let's get this all sorted out. I might buy that grass field there, that meadow. Guess what Eddie just found? A girlfriend? Did you find a girlfriend, Eddie? I say that and then Tom just throws into chat hashtag serious Dave. Beautiful timing, Tom. Or did you find a girl who's actually willing to talk to you? That'd be even more amazing. What's my favourite tractor? Massey 135. By far. New and improved driving day. This is what happens when I use MRs. I actually start intentionally or unintentionally playing just a bit more realistically. I might... I might bring the mowers up here. The front and offset ones. Oh, he's been stalking girls again. That's fine. Pokemon ad. Which is hilarious because Nintendo won't let you make videos of the game. Yet they're perfectly fine advertising it on YouTube. Let's put this into... Oh yeah, that's the thing that I need to clean up at some point. I can't remember where I put the bucket for this thing. Let's actually put this just inside the gate here. It's just gonna sit there for a while. Why can't I detach? But there we go. Do I have a bucket for this up here? Because I'd like to move the grass somewhere, and I'm not entirely sure where I'd like to move it. Or did I get rid of the bucket entirely? I got rid of the bucket entirely. Oh no, I left it down the other yard, didn't I? How much is this game? It's like €30, I think, at the moment. I didn't even tip the trailer. I know, that's what happens when I play properly. These like amazing things start happening, like actual realism. I do need to get the bucket. I might teleport the tractor down to grab the bucket. What am I having for tea? I was told, but I can't remember. Way over so well. 4 isn't exactly way over. But I'll change it real quick, hang on. Let's bring the screen up so you don't get a million different things appearing. Let's just set it to that. There we go. It's got to a point where you might as well use my advice. Which set, Eddie? Because I've given you like a million different sets of horrifically terrible advice. There we go. I'm some pilot. Yeah, you can tell you're new duck to pie. Or duct tape. Why did I call you Dr. Pie? See if I can drive out there without hitting anything. Well, I can if I go super slowly. Like, that's a guaranteed thing. How's this for realism, guys? It's not very appropriate to say here. This is true, none of the advice I ever give you is ever appropriate to say here. Was it the how to become famous advice? I'll put it this way, Duct Tape. There is a meme doing the rounds in a few channels of doing a Dave. And that's when you manage to flip the tractor somehow in a situation where you really shouldn't have. Why isn't that letting me do that? But it'll let me do that. Yeah, that's a really weird glitch. You subscribed? Well, thank you very much, Stephen, if you have in fact subscribed. The presents for yesterday, yeah. I still think the how to become famous advice is some of the better advice. Witchy, you only saw the first present. There were several afterwards. Hello, Platinum Turbo. What's up? Not a whole lot. We're just kind of sorting out a minor straw situation with the cows. Skillful driving techniques. Top-notch farming. 17-point turns, hooray! Hello, Carmel Cartal. There we go. What was my dream job? My dream job is that YouTube could actually pay bills and things. That's, yeah, not gonna happen anytime soon, if ever. I'd like to get back into science as a profession, but I've been out of it for a couple of years, so I pretty much need to be retrained. This hot bale's just going nuts. There we go. There we go. I shouldn't have been able to do that. Can you join? No. Everything I do is single player because I have... That was amazing. Yeah, I don't do multiplayer for good reason. No Curfab? Don't need the Curfab, Aaron. I've got MR Bale Physics. What way is this going to want to go? It's going to want to go this way. So let's just spin it around like this. Good lord, it actually looks like I know what I'm doing. Do that again. I couldn't if I wanted to. This is going to have the hilarious straw glitch now, where the bales are going to... Oh, they're not going to disappear! Hooray! Although, we'll probably need to sit here for a little bit just to let the straw build up. Yep. And there's nothing I can do while this is happening. Just got to wait for the straw to build up. One more bale should do it. This is why I've got Hess. Oh my god, it just continues. Wonderful. This is why I've got the Heston bales. It just makes life a lot easier when it comes to giving the cow straw. And that's as close to full as makes no difference. Fan-dabadoozy. Let's back this out of here now. We can put it into the shed over here. Because skillful driving techniques. Mean that I haven't hit anything ever. Why does this sound like Eurobeat, by the way? New Big X with cap lift is amazing. Yes, it is so fun to use. Yeah, public multiplayer servers I'm with Latvian on. They tend to be a hot mess of headaches. So by request, because somebody said I should, so blame whoever it was that said it, let's go down to the yard and pick up the bucket. I think I left it at the main yard. Pretty sure I did, at least. Can't remember where, but apparently I think I left it down there. When am I finishing? I'll be finishing at about 7 PM GMT tonight. Hello, Kieran as well. Kieran O'Martin. O'Martin. Ah, very fancy. Can I go in cab, please? I don't have my head tracking turned on, so it's literally if I go in cab, this is your in-cab view. That's it. That's all you get. I can move my mouse around. Doesn't do anything. I can move my head around. Doesn't do anything. Head tracking's not turned on. Hello, Stephen Smith. Your MR mods don't show up in game. How do you fix? You gotta activate MR and the mods. They don't just magically show up. So I think I left the bucket in the yard. Yeah, Nintendo are hilarious. They'll like play Pokemon ads. I've marked them as I've reported them as inappropriate because they'll play Pokemon ads to their heart's content. But then if you try and upload a video on Pokemon, no, you must give Nintendo money. No, that's not how fair use works, Nintendo. That's not how any of this works. I mean, there's an unwritten rule that what it is technically copyright infringement to stream and play games like what I'm doing right here. There's an unwritten rule and kind of an unwritten agreement between game devs and YouTubers that we'll play the games and give you free publicity. You won't sue us. Which is the best unwritten agreement to have. Let's get out of cab now because that's really restricted. Just completed 12 fields on Vintonwin. I bet they're all broken. Latvian requesting third person after I've already done. GG Latvian, you had the same idea as me at the same time. There's the thing. How is it? That's not it, is it? This is for a front loader. That's the Magsi bucket, which I think is for a telehandler. Do I have a bucket for this? Am I getting fake Tiger wins? Always have, always will. It's the joy of being a farm sim YouTuber on, well, YouTube, is people seem to think that for some reason you don't know who Dagowin is, and you don't know that he's got the verified tick. And you'll think that the real Dagowin doesn't have a verified tick and has no videos on their channel for some reason. And they think that you'll fall for their nonsense. And they think that you don't have a method by which you can contact Dagowin. And they think they won't get their channels shut down. Do both, Eddie. Where did I put the bucket? Do I even have a bucket? Have I gone down here for no good reason? I swear I should have a bucket at least. I am actually looking at each individual thing as I'm passing it, by the way. That's pallet, fork. There's a bale fork? Yeah, bale spike. Universal shovel, that's for the... Yeah, it's the maxi. There we go, that's it. It's up over there. Apparently it's over here somewhere. I'm not seeing a shovel. Or a bucket. Where is it? Yeah, I'm in the right place now. But apparently... Let's just hop out and go to 1x walking speed so I can have a look around properly. Apparently it's up here, but I can't see it. Unless it's magic... Unless it meant the maxi shuffle that's on the damn thing. Which it could well have. Let's see if I can't find a shovel. Oh, that's the wheel loader shovel! Oh, the universal shovel is the wheel loader shovel. The shovel is the maxi. I don't have a front loader bucket. I am a genius. I've been looking for something that I physically don't own in the game. Also, let's get rid of the second unneeded Talander bucket. And get ourselves a universal bucket. Actually, can this handle grass? 1280, 1540. They're not MR. Interestingly, some of the front loader equipment is not MR marked. Let's get a manure fork that's theoretically MR, but maybe not. We'll go down to the shop and grab that, because that's going to make more sense with the cows anyway. Someone link you this John Deere. It's on Mod Hoster somewhere. Do you know what? I am actually on the way back up going to grab the 2 mowers and consider doing some mowing up there as well. Because I would like to get more silage up at the cows, would be nice. How much FPS have I got? 60. Pretty solidly 60. If I turn around here, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60,
Hello,
60,
Dave. That
50.
Dave there.
Back up to 60, and I'm blaming you for this, Richard Western. Lee Kitchen, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Nope. That's Lee's fault, not mine. Sim's not responding, he seems to have disappeared. That's Richard's fault. Oops. It's all gone bad and wrong and bad and wrong. Yeah, I had a minor incident where the John Deere kind of sort of rolled a tad. But it's fine because I've got a JCB to rescue it. definitely not your fault. I was showing off my FPS and doing a spin, and because I was doing the spin, I flipped. Okay, here we go. Ramming speed. Bonk. Fixed. Not long until Straw DLC. Very true. Hopefully not long until somebody does an MR convert of it. Or some XMLs for it. Actually, that'll be hard. It'll have to be hard coded into the MR mod. Dural. Yeah, that was nice, Gengar. Still works in the articulated ones. It's still kind of in this. It's just kind of a weight balance thing. Am I sure I can drive properly? Well, the only incident I've really had on the way over has been the roll that was caused by me trying to show something off. Nice try. I enjoy how when I actually do have a John Deere, nobody starts shouting at me that I should get a John Deere. Then everybody just shouts that I should use the John Deere all the time as the only tractor. But what's really in my coffee mug? I haven't had a drink since the start of the stream, and now I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. I should maybe drink some water. The straw hat on is just like stupid overpriced. Yeah, I mean, I get the BM modding need to make some money, and I get the Aerosoft need to make some money, but there's really no justifying the price that they're charging. Do I make mods? I tinker, I think is the best way of putting it. I'll tweak stuff. I'll tweak maps. I'll tweak usually maps. I'll occasionally, very rarely, tweak vehicles and trailers and stuff just to get that working exactly as I'd like. But it's mainly maps that I have a play about with in Giant Setter. I'm working on my own very slowly in my own time, and it may or may not ever see the light of day. I'm not going to make any promises. I think, Bill, that might have been the idea, was kind of, you know, hey, we've got, it might also, it's just occurred to me, it might also have been a kind of a preemptive apology for how bad Platinum really is. Like, I know that, like, I can imagine the thought process, well, this DLC is kind of crap, let's release a free one and just kind of get people back on our side before they even turn against us. Ignore the fact that the lower 3-point isn't working properly. The same with the Russell Mesh Harvester, because again that was free, and also from Agritechnica, which was, you know, the week the Platinum was coming out. It just seemed a bit suspicious that suddenly Giants were being very, very generous with free things. And then Platinum came out and everybody's just like, actually this isn't very good. It's the only Farm Sim DLC I've ever seen where it's effectively did on YouTube on day one. Usually there's like a few days where, being blunt, people like myself and Landy and Sim can milk it and say, hey, look at the Platinum Edition, Platinum Edition, Platinum Edition, Platinum Edition. That was not even a day. Like, that's how bad it was. Hello, Jordan. The best farmer you've ever seen. you've not seen many farmers then. Hello, Simulation for the Nation. It's going well. Yeah, that's money. Usually I buy DLCs because I think I can at least break even. Platinum I lost money on. Platinum I regret buying. That was a loss. I think both, Bill. I think mainly the money, but they could easily have gone to, like, Portugal or something. Or... like, there's so many different places they could have gone that would have been interesting. And they could have made a really interesting map. Like, as much as they're never going to do it. The UK and Ireland would be fantastic to see Giants give it... at least give it a try. Instead you get this horrifically uninspired South American map after in 15 you got this horrifically uninspired Eastern European map. As like, well, where's... yeah, there's no benefit to doing the Platinum map, Landy. Simulation for the Nation. Meh, I think, is generous. I think Meh is generous for Platinum. It is... I mean, the only reason that you should buy it is if it's on a very, very heavy discount on Steam. And even then, just maybe for the machinery. For the cultivators and the big seeder. And that's about it. That's all I recommend you actually look at. Bill, I'm going to be honest. I love Sosnovka as an example of what not to do when you're doing a map. Because that is just everything done wrong. It's empty, it's borderline flat, there's just huge swathes of the map with nothing, and then everywhere else there's very little details, so it's not kind of blank for detail balancing reasons. And like if you make a worse map than Sosnovka, which the Platinum map realistically is, that's just kind of... kind of makes you wonder why people bother. Yeah, Sosnovka really got that proper Eastern European feel of, why am I here? Also, is it just me, or is this... does this bucket look hilariously tiny? Or is that just me? Goldcrest wasn't that bad, Bill. Let's be fair. Goldcrest, in terms of how Giants make maps, wasn't that bad. I still think their absolute crowning glory was Hagenstadt. Because that felt vaguely real. Any reason why they won't entertain creating a UK-based map? Yes. The simple answer is detail. UK-based maps, as you can see from around here, kind of require a lot of detail. Something that Giants don't like doing because optimization. And that's well, that's your excuse at least. And quite frankly, I wouldn't want to see a Giants map where they try and make UK-based map of square fields. I can tell you why, Bill, and I'm gonna guess you're gonna agree almost straight away. It's because Hagenstadt had character. It felt like a living, breathing place. The fields, yeah, they were all square, but they just felt like they fit well. Which is very rare to say about Giants maps. And yeah, square fields are just because Giants hard workers can only really see in straight lines. Bjornholm I thought was okay. It wasn't fantastic. Like it wasn't any Hagenstadt, but it was definitely, you know, it was playable. Goldcrest, again, playable, but no Hagenstadt. Although, I will say, the people who still insist on converting Hagenstadt to the new game, please stop, because please, let the map die. Bjornholm coming out up to download soon. Only if some idiot tries to convert it, then yeah. I don't see why people insist on converting the old in-game maps. Especially seeing as the person will clearly have to own the game. The old game to convert the map, in which case, why not just play that game? Westbridge Hills is best. I never liked Westbridge Hills. That was... I hate to say it, but Giants DLC maps tend to be very boring and bland and uninteresting. Like Westbridge Hills, when it released, was very brown and not very fun. Yeah, also, the Hagenstadt was based in Switzerland, which is where Giants actually are. So they had first-hand knowledge of what the area is like and could actually do it properly. So modded mastering standard. I'd like to see that happening. I can't see it happening though. Oh, this is Landy's favourite song. I'm just going to turn it up a bit. What steering wheel do I have? Logitech G27. Two Rivers for FS11 is okay. I never played FS11. I played the Two Rivers map for FS13, but I don't know if that was the same map. I saw Landy's music playlist. Actually, Elvinas, I'll have you know, he took mine. Because I was browsing... What was I doing when I found this? I was on Twitch setting up my Twitch page, and I found a Pretzel app, and I was like, oh, what's this? Pretzel music. It's free. It's got royalty-free music. It's YouTube friendly. How, how, how? That'd be interesting to see, actually, is like Giants... It'd be a nice challenge for them, is to like do a DEM map, just put... That's a bit loud now. Just put all optimization to one side and just do a full-on DEM. Platinum Edition map is too orange. Yeah, Giants seem to like having like a specific color. Would I get a joystick? I have one. The issue is I don't have enough USB ports, Podrick. Landy's on countdown? No. Shane. Double check. He's got the bloomin' thing scheduled. Hello, Pedro. Right, next job is going to require the Fent. Which is, I don't actually know where the Fent is. Here, Goldcrest, they have some really nice stuff in, like... It's really weird that there's a mix of really beautiful detailed stuff in Giants maps, and then this incredible blandness. But even the Platinum map has that problem. It's like you've got the beautifully, amazingly detailed house. Like that is a really genuinely beautiful house, the hacienda or whatever you want to call it, or the mansion. And then the rest of the map is just dead. Has the more stuff going, breaking farm somewhere out. I'm really enjoying it. I've crashed the game a few times through idiocy, but most of that has been genuine idiocy. By the way, guys, how many likes are we on? Because I'd love to hit 100, and I'm seeing there's 82 of you in here right now. So let's see if we can hit 100 likes right about now. Anything else you want to moan about? I'm not moaning! I'm giving opinions, there's a difference. If I was moaning, I wouldn't be giving Giants props for having these wonderfully detailed things. 67 likes. Come on, guys, we can get 100. I'm sure of it. It's a challenge for you guys. Can you band together and get the like number up to 100 today? While I grab some pig food. Did I see the house of cars in Oakfield? I have not, I don't think. I've seen a lot of pictures, but I don't think I've seen like inside the house and stuff. Someone missed the like bit. I don't know what I said, but okay. So what I want to do now is just grab some pig food, which is quite heavy. Would Giants ever get a mod map or DLC map? I mean, technically they already have, because the horse is counted by Giants as a DLC. Here's the thing. Technically they already have. Horse is technically a DLC. And Vertex designed the aggravation map. So technically Giants have. I think it'd be interesting if they ran a competition to, you know, do a map for the game. Like have a mapping contest at some point in FS19 maybe. And like the winning 4 or 5 entries, I could probably just buy this, couldn't I? Just buy these and see if it breaks anything. We'll buy 5 of those. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the FS19 mod contest already, because as much as I like to think that modding is going downhill, the jump in quality of the mods, the top mods from FS15 to 17 was amazing. However, the plummet in quality of the worst mods was also kind of amazing. Like in FS15's mod contest, there were 1 or 2 tractors and stuff that just didn't work. And in 17, you just this pile of stuff that was unfinished and rushed. And a real shame. Why do I have my FPS enabled? To prove to people that I could get 60 FPS on the West Coast. I never said Big Bill wasn't MR. There were 2 maps. One was Ben David's, and honestly, I'm kind of glad that map didn't win. If it would have been nice if Giants let you pair up with, we'll say, Matt, and release the map along and do the map alongside his classics pack, because that would have been. This is stuck now, isn't it? It would have been really nice to have a map to go along with the classics pack. A map on its own does not a DLC make. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, is it? No, it's stuck. How do you get your pretzel playlist? This is the EDM playlist. Really starting to dislike this forklift because it seems to be incredibly fussy about what it does and doesn't want to grab. Plus there's some serious texture issues going on. And for some reason it's not in 4-wheel drive, which should be locked on. Why is it not in 4-wheel drive? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the forklift and just get little Kramer. The forklift will be fine up by the sheep, I think, but even then I'm kind of concerned. No, sell. Just get the little Kramer because this thing will actually work properly and not be too fussy. No, little Kramer. And a paddle fork. There we go. EDM, what's that? Electronic dance music. But it doesn't matter, it's keeping the show going. The FPS scanner in game, yes. It's part of the dev tools. If you press F2, it goes away. When it comes to maps, how often do you think players actually need to know? It depends on how good the last map was, I think is the blunt and honest answer. Because if it's something that people might have played before, like Thornton, they're going to get bored probably a bit quicker. And that seems to have been the issue throughout FS17 so far, is like all the maps have been converts. Whereas the West Coast, being a brand new map, seems to have a much longer lifespan. And even then, people are kind of going back to the older maps now because they've run ragged through everything in, you know, a month per map, which is silly. Keep going back to Cobra. I'd probably go back to Cobra soon myself. Even if it's just off camera, I might do a solo casual game. Well, technically yes, and I'm aware of that. I was looking forward to it in 15. But, like, to the player base, it's new. It's, you know, something they haven't played before. Which Thornton, Colbra, Sandy Bay, Chellington, you know, they were all in 15. So people would have played those before. And I think that's what the key difference is stuff that people can't have played before with West Coast. Hings Fair. Don't forget the Nescatan. That's just as ghostly. Although I do hope to get some work done on it today. Later on today, after I've done work on my video. We're not even going to get this up to the pig farm. This is kind of annoying. We're going to get this loaded and then I'll have to finish. I might just extend the stream a small bit and FS17 time-lapse and getting so many views. Not mine. Then again, mine are almost always done out of laziness. Fun fact, if you see time-lapse, it means that I just couldn't be bothered recording a voice track 90% of the time. Despite the fact that it takes slightly longer to do, time-lapses are a lot easier to do. Which area map they prefer? I think a lot of people will say Irish just because, like, there's not that many Irish maps. There's a good reason why there's not that many Irish mappers. And like, there's so many British maps. It's kind of hilarious. Then the few people that do make Irish maps tend to make maps that don't really represent Ireland that well. What's a good fictional Irish name for a map? Bengar. Here's an idea. The entire community. Oh, then they'd probably say a German map. Because, let's face it, the majority of the community is German. And they'll probably say a German map just because Deutschland über alles. Yeah, English and Irish are mostly the same. Some people love Billy Moon. That had some, from what I understand, I've never touched it myself for personal reasons, but that had some fairly egregious problems from what I heard that still haven't been fixed. Like, one of the biggest complaints that I heard was that the gates were just comically huge for an Irish map. They were all double gates and big areas in there. It's like, oh, now that's something I didn't know. So it might be that if you pulled the entire community, you might get Irish map, you might get UK map, because I know depending on how many bought it on North America, you might get a North American answer. Which I think would be kind of cool if you know, one of the super high quality mappers. It was a joke, Wolfie, don't worry. Don't worry, I know what the connotations are. It was a joke based on the fact that the German modding community tend to only ever do German things. It was a terrible joke, yes. What I was going to say is it'd be nice to see one of the, you know, a top modder going and doing an American map, because the few people who do make American maps that are really super high quality have this unfortunate habit of keeping them private, because for some reason the American community is very kind of... How do I put this in a nice way? The American modding scene is basically mine, private, mine, 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 mine. That's not really conducive to modding as such. Like, you look at people like Random Sparks and Joe Lindbergh, they make fantastic mods. But as soon as they start showing pictures off, they just go, mine! No links! No links! It's mine! I'm not giving any links! It's mine! You're not getting it! It's kind of like, well, why are you showing it off then? Have I accidentally made a new meme? Have I accidentally made a new thing? I will be ending in a second, by the way. Could the mods throw in the link to yesterday's video? Joe is greedy, Pedro. That's the PG way of saying it. Or selfish, whichever. But I'll be finishing up in a minute. I just want to get this up to the pig farm and actually get it to the pig farm. I know Landy's live, so you can go over and check him out if you wish. If you do, hope you enjoyed the stream. Actually, you know what, I'm going to end up here. Just screw it. You know I'm going to get to the pig farm. Yeah, but the American modding community, unfortunately, is let's just say it's dead. Because it was good in FS13. I used to love the American mods in 13. American Eagles was a really good site back then. And just kind of died. I don't know why. But, yeah, American equipment tends to be badly made and badly optimized. That's a shame. But I'll be back tomorrow, guys, with some more West Coast, most likely. If not, I might do some G work, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I'll do literally something for tomorrow's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'll leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the West Coast. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye. Made the